real bad. Or actually, send them there. They'll never want to go back. But no, yeah, so it was like I went from Turning Point, and then I went to there, so I really didn't have any place, and it wasn't like I was just looking for a place to crash, I guess, and I wasn't really close to being ready. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I get it, but I think that's a huge conversation that you should have with someone if they're thinking about going into a sober living, you know, just say, look, here are the rules. Are you still going to try to do it your way? Because your way did not work. You know, if you really want sober living to work, you have to be willing to let go of the way that you've been trying. Well, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Well, you can't see this person. Well, I want to see him anyway. You know, or just stop. Yeah. Stop and just let go. Mm-hmm. Follow some rules for once. You know, it's been a long time, and it had been a long time since I had to follow any rules. And that might be embarrassing, but you know what? It's also humbling. You know, this is where you are in life, and you don't have to be here forever. Now, if you want to keep doing this over and over or going back to jail or whatever, keep doing it, because that's exactly where you're going to go. But if you're tired of it and you really want to change, there you go. That's my advice for you. I know you didn't ask for it, but you're listening, so hopefully you can take a little something away from that. But, yeah, so that's my thoughts on that. Also, though, before we get too far into the podcast, which 16 minutes isn't too far in, my Christmas list keeps growing.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Little Ava. Or is it Eva? I think it's Eva. My brother, Travis, and my sister-in-law, Kendra, had a little baby girl today.
Yeah. Well, she took her sweet time.
Yeah, she did. But everything went well. Eva, I believe is her name. It's EVA. Mm-hmm. That'd be Eva, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So little Eva was born, so now I got another Christmas gift to get, which is cool, I guess.
Yeah.
It's weird because my brother has 2 girls and my sister has 3 boys.
Yeah. Right?
I got to get revenge on them. I got to start having babies. Make them buy my kids some Christmas presents. They don't ever buy Nico anything.
Right.
So actually I have to give him a kid.
Congratulations to your brother and Kendra.
Yeah. They sent me pictures.
That's amazing.
And pretty exciting day for them. And a big congrats to them as well. So there was something else. Oh, yeah. Wanted to give a recipe.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to call them No, I'm not going to call them that. I'm going to call them the 217 podcast Biscuits.
Okay.
And Peaches. It's like...
What is it, actually?
Peach shortcake?
Yeah, I guess you could... Yeah, kind of. I mean, that's literally what it is, though. It's biscuits and peaches.
Yeah. You hear, you want a recipe? Grab your pen. I'm going to give it to you. It's 2 cups of flour. Put that in a bowl, all right? Take a tablespoon of sugar. Put that in there. Tablespoon of baking powder. Now, I'm not talking about the stuff that some people put in refrigerators. That's baking soda. You need baking powder. Do a tablespoon of that. And then probably about 7 or 8 grinds of your salt. Maybe 9. Get the salt in there and mix it all up. All right. Well, before you did that, you should have put a stick of butter into the freezer because it really does help, even though it's going to get on your fingers anyway. Take a grater, cheese grater, and then rub that. It's pretty much the whole stick of butter. Mm-hmm. You're going to have a little bit in your hand, and that's fine. Let that go because it's really, I think it called for like 6 tablespoons. That's pretty much a whole stick of butter because it's 8. So whatever you're holding on to at the end, just go like, all right, good. Grate that over all the floury goodness, which you've already mixed up, you know. So then you grate your butter over that. And then take like a wooden spoon, mix it up real fine, like real proper, like. See, then you take it and you make sure it all lumpy. Make it lumpy, lumpy, lumpy. Yeah. Then once it's lumpy, you take 3/4 milk. You pour that in there. Yeah, mix it up real good. Like, get the sides, get the flour off the side. It's going to be sticky. It's going to be sticking to your wooden spoon, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that sticky icky on your wooden spoon. Yeah, take your finger and just slide it on off there.
Enough.
Yeah, put some of that white stuff on there. Oh, yeah, lots of white stuff. I'm talking about flour. Don't be afraid. All right, so once you get it in the bowl like that, mix it up. Got the milk in there. Boom, 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 boom. Well, don't really ball it up with your hand, but lay it on a counter. Sometimes I just walk up to a counter and just lay it on there. And put flour down first, and then kind of massage it out, knead it out, do that about 5-6 times, flip it over, fold it, and then take a biscuit cutter, which I didn't have. I just used the cup, the measuring cup, put it over it, twist, take it off. I made like 8 biscuits, 12 minutes, 425. Bam, you're welcome. And then the surprise was a can of peaches.
Yep.
I was just going to go, just dump the peaches. And I thought, no, that's hood rat. I'm not trying to be hood rat anymore. So I took a can of peaches, dumped them into a bowl, like a plastic bowl. And then I just took a spatula because we don't have like a masher. I wish we did. So I just took and then I know that probably looked like I was doing something else because from where you're sitting. No, I just took the spatula and just chopped all the peaches up kind of and made them like what would be a strawberry shortcake if it was strawberry, and there was peaches, and then I put the peaches over the biscuit and threw a little Cool Whip on top.
It was really good. Thank you.
Was it good? How good was it?
It was delicious.
On 1 to 10, about 6.
Well, see, it's because if it would have been, the biscuits were amazing. The biscuit was really good.
Yeah, I mean, if it would have been
fresh fruit, it probably would have been better. And plus, I love strawberries. And when you said strawberry shortcake, I was like, what?
If it had strawberries, it would have been.
There's just something about,
But from what we had, it was that or mandarin oranges.
No, not.
So I think I did good with the peaches.
For sure.
It was good.
Choice. Yes, it was delicious.
It really was. So try that recipe out.
I was wondering what you were doing knocking around in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. But it worked. Mm-hmm. See, that's the things that I can do in recovery now. I can whip up a dessert real quick and have it be tasty. And then we got like 6 biscuits left. And who knows? You can do anything with biscuits.
I know. Even if they're homemade biscuits, they're probably just delicious with like butter and cinnamon sugar.
Got some jam. Mm-hmm. And we have gravy, sausage gravy too. We can throw on there.
We have gravy?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You're not the only one who shops around here. I shop once every 3 months.
I know you never do. Grocery store. Look at all this awesomeness.
I hate going to the grocery store now, though. It's bad.
You're a freaking nightmare to go to the store with. To the grocery store with.
Because all the people coming up to me like, "Hey, are you Corey Winfield?"
No, not that.
Oh, well, then why?
Where are those people?
Oh, well, maybe you just don't see them.
Okay.
I see them.
Just because you disappear. You're like a child. You're worse than a child. Yes, you disappear and then I can't find you.
Well, see, your problem is you let me disappear with the cart. And then I see you and you got like 20 things in your arm. I'm like, why didn't you just take the cart?
Because you, I don't know, because I know what I'm there for. So I'm just like, he's taking the sweet time. So I just let you. Mm. But then you'll wander to random places I can't find.
I don't think so. Whatever. I guess that's your opinion. That's what you experience when you shop with me. So I guess you can say that. Yeah, that's all right, I guess. Oh, do you want to talk about how dare your bank or no?
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, because I was kind of weirded out. Not weirded out, but I was really shocked that you were so upset over this. And I thought, uh-oh.
Okay, let me tell you what's going on
Hormones.
Here. So my bank is Chemical Bank. And it's a great bank. It's fine. It's not, it's near I first opened it up when I was living in Sutton's Bay at my mom's house, and they had a branch right there. It was perfect. So, and I had seen in Traverse City that they did have many they were all over the place. So accessibility was a huge thing. And the one that is in town is right across from my work, my main office. So that was another perk. So anyhow, I've had them for over a year, and apparently they're merging with TCF Bank, which is all fine and good. I don't know. I mean, businesses do that all the time.
Do you know what that stands for?
Actually, I don't.
Let me help you.
What TCF stands for?
Yeah, TCF.
I know. What does it stand for?
Take cash, fool.
Oh, see, I
Because they don't
know
like
that.
to use cards. But anyway.
Right.
Because they take cash, fool.
Isn't it something community financial?
Oh, I thought it was take cash, fool.
Okay.
Anyway,
No.
back to
Well,
your
it
story.
could be. I don't know.
They don't
Maybe
like,
that's
they don't
probably
like to mess
better.
with, they don't like to mess with cards. But
Okay.
anyway.
Well,
Everybody knows that,
anyway,
TCF.
this is really bothersome. And you know what? I'm not a very hard person. Like, I'm not snotty, or I'm not, like, all, I don't know, stuck up about certain things. But so I guess some things I am. And this is a very small thing, and I have no idea why it bothered me so bad. But I got my new card after they have done this merging and saying that my old card was going to be, this was a replacement for the old card, and it was a TCF card. Well, that's all fine and good, but I take this thing off the little sticky thing that's on the paper, and this thing is like, looks so ridiculous. It's I referred to it to the customer service agent as it looks like a clown card. That's not even a real thing. But anyway, that's what I said. Because it's like super flimsy. It looks just cheap as H. And I don't know. It's got the chip in it. That's about all it's got going for it. But so did my last card. And it's not embossed. So it's just like laser printed. And anyway, the back of it doesn't even say anything, like doesn't have any disclaimers or numbers to call. All it says is customer service and has a 1-800 number. But that's it. And it just looks really ridiculous. So I made that very well known to the customer service people. And I was even more surprised that, I mean, I know after a long time on the phone with them that I was not the only person that has made that complaint. But I would have thought it would have been like they were ready for these calls to come in. That's how cheap it looked.
Wow.
I mean, like, it was embarrassing. And I made it a point. I mean, I was just saying, just like, what if, I had to use this card for, like, clients of mine that I was, like, taking out for coffee. I would feel embarrassed. This thing looks like, I mean, I said, I can't remember what I said. I said, I think I have a Kohl's card that looks better than this, because I was trying to make a point. It looks almost, those like Speed Rewards cards and like 7-Eleven, points cards that you get from all over the place. Those look more like professional and business-like than this thing. And they're handling like my money.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it to you that the card does look pretty cheap. But
you were the one that said it looked like it was designed by a 6-year-old.
No, and then no, the stuff, because the bank then they told you, and I felt so bad for this guy. He was probably like, man, I just want to go to lunch. I got this lady screaming about this, and she's gonna close her account.
I did say I was gonna close my account.
A clown card, and this poor guy, and then he comes back on, and after he's probably going to his bosses, the bosses are like, are you kidding me? Like, handle this lady. So he comes on, he's like, well, a lot of the banks, are switching to screen printed cards now and not embossed. So, that's why we do it, is because all the other banks are doing it. And then I was like, oh, put that on mute real quick. And good thing you did. Because I was like, oh, so, if you're going to put pictures of certain people on there, if other banks are going to do that, you can do it. And it's really bad people I'm talking about, which I'm not going to repeat. So at least you didn't go that far with it. But then I started kind of teasing you too, because I was like, you know what? What if it was a Make-A-Wish kid who designed this card, and his wish was to design a bank card, and his wish came true, and he designed it. I mean, I was waiting for him to hit you with something like that. If I was that guy, I would have hit you with that. I'm like, oh, ma'am, actually, this card was designed by little Alex. Alex is Make-A-Wish
I'd have been like,
kid,
Alex would not want a flimsy, freaking see-through.
Is no longer with us. That's the card that he wanted. we will pass this along to Alex's mom and dad that you are not happy with the clown card he designed. And have a good day, Mrs. Liston. That's what I would have said.
No, I just said,
I
was
got
just like,
fired.
I'm surprised. I said, I'm surprised if you're joining this whole